This channel is kind of like generic lip balm. When you see somebody putting it on, right away you know that person is poor enough to have to suck dick for chapstick. But the problem is no one will pay them to suck dick for chapstick with those busted up, dry, cracked lips. Celebrate mediocrity. Notice how the spark is perched precariously on top of the katana? That's because it's going to drop a cable and go into the back hole of that sumbitch. Do you notice how this... Notice how the spark is perched precariously on top of the katana? That's because it's going to drop a cable and it's going to do its business in the back hole. I found out that in order to play ABBA songs, you have to be a certain percent Swedish. Just so happens I'm 25%. My grandmother came over on the boat. But I read the bylaws. You got to be at least 50% or some combination of other things. So I ain't got the 50%. I'm going down the list and I spotted an item and I'm like, oh, I'm in. I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 25% Swedish, but I'm 1/16 gay.
Busted.
So that makes me eligible to learn some ABBA Spark songs on the old guitar there. And speaking of guitars that are almost gay, my purple woofie. I've long said that purple is just pink that's afraid to tell its parents, even digitally. Are you like me? Do you tighten up a little bit when the word digitally is said around you? Maybe I've been in healthcare for too long. You keep your digits away from me, lady. Or man. Especially men. Not trying to hate, they got big hands.
Mamma mia, here we go again with another blast from the past. ABBA, the name alone is enough to get Dancing Queen stuck in anyone's head.
You see what I meant? That you had to be part gay?
That's racist!
Not judging. This channel's kind of like pound cake. Yes, it counts as cake, but it's mostly dry and unsatisfying. Like Madonna. Celebrate mediocrity. Stuck inside this YouTube. I'm so tired of talking about my merchandise that I'm making up a fucking song.
I can't sleep 'cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real way. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?
I'm leaving that in. I'm only human, flesh and blood. Slap your mama in the face now. We are the nearly retired gone wild. You know how we go wild at our age? We take Eliquis without smashing them first, and we go to the Red Lobster at 5:30 on a Saturday.
Cheesy biscuits.
This channel's kind of like elbows. The elbow is the one part of the body without its own FetLife category. Celebrate mediocrity.
The third nipple.
Yeah. Finally, what we didn't learn so much about is this mysterious master volume, as Rusty calls it, the third nipple. Blah, blah, blah. It said, Alan, based on your channel name, I'm kind of guessing that you're into porn. What is your favorite Pornhub category?
This is your mom.
Now, do you really want to see a couple of scratched up chicken heads going at it in front of an ATM inside of a medical methamphetamine dispensary? I don't think you do. There is a place in France actually where the ladies actually don't wear pants.
It's Britney, bitch.
All that pussy on one garment, on one bed garment. I'm trying to look sideways. He's probably covering up a dead body or maybe a portable meth lab, not really sure.
I can pull something out just, you know, by pressing too hard, being overzealous.
That's what she said.
Looks like some people have played some of this stuff before, so we won't be going in dry.
This is your mom.
To buy the spark, which you see has aggressively mounted itself on the top of this poor unsuspecting victim. This channel, it's like mid-ankle socks. What's it gonna be, boy? Pick a side. You're the f***ing Jan Brady of socks. Celebrate mediocrity. Smart enough to cover up my address. I know how you people are. Stalkerish, mentally ill, emotionally unstable, bipolar. I powder up because my skin looks like I walked up, leaned in, lit a cigarette off Tower 1 on 9/11. Too soon? Look, it's either too soon or never forget. Make up your mind. Can see the knobs. I got a third camera. You can see it. Unless you're blind, and I apologize sincerely. Then you'll have to just check the closed captioning. Also, it looks like the pick guard sort of got stumped off Rick Allen style. So what? I'm here to tell you so what. You hear me hacking, right? I got a fucking YouTube channel. There's another dead cat. Do you need to see it? No, you don't.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to make this fast for you all. Look guys, I'm not going to tell you every exact setting that we're using on the amp. It isn't a demo of the amp. We're here to listen to this man play this Gretsch. Spoon feed. I gotta spoon feed this audience because they are cry fucking babies. This channel's kind of like a Three Musketeers bar. It's the bastard son of a Snickers bar with none of the good parts. Celebrate mediocrity. But why is it that people insist on taking photographs and video the entire concert? Don't even get me started. Jesus. First of all, I gotta make a confession. I do it a little bit too, but I got a little bit of self-control and a little bit of self-awareness. And then I have to ask myself, all right, the Foo Fighters hit the stage, I'm excited, I got somewhat decent seats. I'm gonna take 20 seconds of video, another half a minute, then I put the fucking thing away. None of your friends or family members give even half a shit about your 20-second Foo Fighter video. They don't. And guess what? You don't even care about your 20-second Foo Fighter video because when your phone gets full and you're running out of storage and you got to make a choice between those thousands of dick pics sent to you from random people you don't even know or the 20-second Foo Fighters video, you're going to dump the video and you're going to keep the dick pics. I ain't judging. Who wouldn't make that choice? Sitting there like this the whole time and you're behind them and that's all you can see is their screen. You're looking at the concert that you pay $200 and some a ticket for through some asshole's Ghetto whatever fucking potato cam phone they're holding over their head. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm streaming from the Foo Fighters. I'm in the 10th row. Yeah, you're in the 10th row. And guess what it sounds like? Put your fucking phone away at a concert. And that, my friends, is rarely asked questions. Not really. Are you enjoying the Spark app? Not really. Not when it's bugging me in the middle of shooting my YouTubes, no. Oh yeah, what a sexy chord. What a sexy YouTuber. Yeah. At least I screwed it up the same way twice in a row. I feel good about that. They contacted me a couple weeks ago and said, hey man, we like what you do. And I said, hey man, I bet you don't speak English, right? Mad Magazine, Alfred E. Newman was my gateway drug into subversive comedy. Got him looking sweet. Oh, there's an accessory in here. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. Funko Pop has raised its game. They got a little joint in here for Willie. It's not a big joint. Northern Lights, legendary indica. Willie, of course, has good taste in weed. It's shorter than a Les Paul, but still a little bit longer than a Rickenbacker. They're vintage style open back tuners, as you can see. I can smell bong water in that one. That's the one. That's the one.
And I'm a fan.
I know. Yeah, me too. I won't have to remember for a long time what I played because at my age and with my history, that ain't happening. Tell some of your ratty ass Section 8 ghetto trailer park friends about GearGasms. They fit the demographic here perfectly. As always, I thank you for the time that you waste on the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell some of your ratty ass friends about GearGasms. We all know you got them. Tell some of your ratty ass ghetto Section 8 trailer park friends that live right down the street about the GearGasm. They're going to fit right in here. They'll probably fit in one of these t-shirts. I think they go up to 3X. They help keep the channel afloat. You have some really indescribably embarrassing, low-class, government cheese-eating friends. I know you got them. Ring them up whenever they get their minutes charged up at least. Tell them about GearGasms. They'll fit right in. What did we learn today? Not a thing. And it feels good, doesn't it? And finally, we learned that when it comes to Pornhub categories, I am not in fact down with OPP. I am very down with ATM. And finally, we learned that nobody cares about your cell phone videos. Nobody cares about your concert cell phone photos. So do us all a favor, put that camera in your pocket. It'll keep your tampons company.
Hello?
ABBA seems to be solely focused on the D. You will find the D in a great many of their hits. They have learned that the D is like a lucky charm for them. They're gonna ride that D as hard and as long as they can. All four of them. What we didn't learn is the cable's a little thin and it's a little short. So it's not long enough and it's not thick enough. Length and thickness, they're important.
That's what she said.
Thank you, Michael Scott. It's not terrible, but it might be better if this was at least a little longer, if not a little thicker. And again,
that's what she said.
And finally, we learned, if you were watching the video really closely, man, oh man, there ain't no camel toe like a satin pants camel toe. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell John Fogerty about it, because as I understand it, dude's not even fun when he's high. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Tommy Chong about it. On second thought, please tell Tommy Chong about it. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Mark Tremonti about it, because he might bring Scott Stapp. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Flea about it. He's still doing that cock in a sock trick, but these days he's slapping them notes with those old man balls. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Mick Jagger about it, because the wrinkles in his face and the wrinkles on little Mick are finally in equilibrium. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Alice Cooper about it, because all of his really cool rock and roll stories are from a period of his life where he can't remember shit. And no one wants to hear about golf. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Snoop Doggy Dogg about it, because you'll be waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the Bizac. He'll just show up, smoke all the weed, and drop it like it's hot. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Marky Ramone about it, because although he is the last Ramone standing, he has no idea that the others have died.
Come on!
That's because of the bangs. And the fentanyl. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Amy Winehouse about it, because she's going to think it's an intervention, and nobody has the heart to tell her that it's too late. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Mickey Dolenz about it, because he's the last living monkey, and these days he's the one being pushed down the street in a bed. But whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell anyone from Molly Hatchet about it, because they are all dead. No exceptions. Even the second lead singer, and not a plane crash among them. What the fuck? Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Courtney Love about it, because even Sid Vicious wouldn't stab her at this point. But play more guitar, watch less. Keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.